20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Never lied in my rhymes, you can go ask Jennifer. That's my mom's name. I create and find change. My mind frame ensures that forever I reign.
Today, from Las Vegas, Nevada,
the best players the NFL has to offer on one stage. The AFC-NFC Pro Bowl underway here in Vegas. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Working from the gun, Rodgers. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and an AFC touchdown.
I have to believe that in a Pro Bowl situation, you know, we talk about these defensive backs during the season, that they're educated gamblers. They take the education out of it. They just go for the football here. Hey, try.
And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward is just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Now Rodgers. And he'll just get rid of it. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. 43 yards on the punt. 7-yard return, and the AFC will take over 1st and 10. So now the AFC offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
They run once more with Taylor. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 more there and another first down. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. They'll try the air now with Herbert. And this one nearly picked off. Well, kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. He'll decide to keep this once more. And he is going to lose yardage here. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Herbert. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. And now some pointing up front and a flag down. This might just move them back 5. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And going deep for Hill. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. That was a bit of a desperation throw on 4th down. Both receiver and defender go up for it, but he got it. Now they're set up really nicely.
On the other side of the ball, absolute frustration. He was right at the hip of the receiver the entire time, but desperation won.
They'll run with Chubb. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he is into the end zone for an AFC touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, a 5-yard touchdown run, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That's complete. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And that's picked up by the AFC.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball, You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Herbert setting up to throw on first down, escaping the pressure right. Got a man open, it's Chase. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Out to us, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. But Nick Bosa so quick on the outside, he gets in there to bring him down. Throwing on second and long. Herbert sliding out of the pocket. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down again. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 4th down, Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. He will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and that will force a turnover on downs. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock, and he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. With a white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And they take a knee. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So we have hit half. All right, so we skip the rest of halftime and get set for the 3rd quarter. It's the NFC to possess it first as we are back and underway for the 3rd quarter. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to...
Now Cook hit and he lost the football. And that's picked up by the AFC. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So it's kind of more of the same offensively. This was a team needing to come out of this 3rd quarter with a little fire. Instead, they put the ball on the ground.
And you know that has to be the discussion at halftime because they're down 2 scores. We got to come out with a little bit more urgency than we had in the first half. Now that urgency falls on their defense because they can't fall down 3 scores and hope to come back and win this game.
And movement up front looks like a false start for the AFC. Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Gets this one to Hill. The 40. The 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards. They'll run here with Taylor. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Again, it'll be Taylor. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he will take this in for an AFC touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys now an extra point away from... And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. And that one goes virtually nowhere. Tried to fake extra point, but nothing comes of it. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken from about the 12. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Rodgers now on 1st down. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. It's the AFC in possession, though they trail here to begin the 4th. On 2nd down, Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. He gets this to Davante Adams.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. And Cook has it left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Back to the ground, Cook. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Throwing is Rodgers. And able to haul it in is Kittle.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's the NFC with the football as we welcome you back.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, Rodgers.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. To throw again on second down, Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, possession switches hands. The offense for the AFC set to go now. And it's great to see the stars all out in one place, but in terms of football, what's really great to see is a very entertaining Pro Bowl as we are tied in the 4th quarter.
And how many of these guys thought going into this game, after a pretty easy week heading into it, that the pressure would ratchet up now and someone has to make a play, which means someone will have a play made against them and they'll have to live with that for the rest of the year.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the NFC going to take a timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on.
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. I know, without even asking, without even looking in your direction, that you are not a fan of that call.
Oh, I wish you would look, Brandon, because I was actually thinking this would be the perfect time for a fake.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. This doesn't make any sense to me at all. This deep in your own territory, look, I'm all for being unconventional. That part's cool, and I get it. But this deep, I just don't think it was the right time to make that call.
Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Rodgers in control as he hurries his guys to the line. Being chased out left. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Now Rodgers dancing to his left. And they will get back to within 1 score as he is into the end zone, and the lead's cut to 8 here in the 4th. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And the AFC is going to cover this up, and that should do it. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And movement up front looks like a false start for the AFC. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So, Charles, final thoughts on this AFC victory?
Bottom line, nobody appeared to be seriously hurt. That's the first thing we look for in this game. Well played, a lot of fun, a lot of excitement. I think that everyone's going to go home pretty happy, especially the AFC since they won the game.
In the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I'll pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride away. I can sing with the birds and the trees in the morning, or roll like the storms way over the ocean. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Even on the days when I'm late as ever, my timing is right. Even in the darkest moments, stay close, I'm that shining the light. I can make an earthquake nervous, I can make the sun wear a visor. I can make a wise owl see me as a daily advisor. I'm that cool shade, peaceful night, and still my breath is a storm, I bet. I can make the thunder clap when I perform. It's just that in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. Hey, I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. I make the moon blue. I'm making pigs fly. Now I move mountains. I would have beaten the heart of a crash test dummy. I'm more so astounded.
Tonight,
the kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Carr going to throw right away. He goes underneath to Abdullah. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down. Here's Carr to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Carr now to throw. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. Deontay Hardy deep for New Orleans. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. And you know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run it again with Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
The ball is out. Kamara fumbled it. And the Raiders pick it up. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line. He was trying to do anything he could. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes? So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Winston to throw for it on 4. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Running the jet sweep, Landry, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Winston to give, it's Kamara. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. This will be play number 7 on the drive, 3rd and a yard. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got some space here. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Kamara trying the right side. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Winston rolling to his left. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. To about the 26 here.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he is going to have a Saints first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. From the red zone now, Winston. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Winston. Throw left side complete to Troutman. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Jameis to throw it. Buying time to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Jameis Winston. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Saints will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Winston to throw for it. And he will get in to make it 8-0. So they're able to throw it in for the two-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Throwing his car on third down. Waller taking it in over the middle. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Throwing, Winston. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And he's got room. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 66 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. So after the run by Kamara, now another first and 10. To throw is Winston. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. A give to Kamara running right. And some room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So here's a first and 10 now in Raider territory at the 27. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. Now after the loss, he'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17. Off the play fake, Winston. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Running right, this is Ingram. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. Fourth down now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now Winston on fourth down. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have the Saints first down on a well-designed play there. That gets him 16 to move the chains. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Saints have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. And they'll turn to Kamara. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the two-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Carr going to throw. The open man here, Renfro. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now a dump off here complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And this is going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The New Orleans offense set to take over. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
A busy night continues for Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. They lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Working out of the gun, Winston steps away. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Bilal Nichols in there to take him down. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction.
and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. And he is going to lose yardage here. Marcus Davenport brought him down, the UTSA product. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll run again and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs. First time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there's no such thing as a safe run, right? And right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. They'll run here with Ingram. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark Ingram taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Saints have moved out in front by 3.
Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
Amir Abdullah gearing up now to lead this offense. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know what else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, well, the conclusion we can draw so far, they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Let's see if they change tunes. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Carr. And that is incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Back to the ground, this time with Jones.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Third and short yardage. Winston drops it to Jones in the flat.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. To throw, Winston. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he will slide down with the first down for the moment, but a penalty flag on the field. That one on the guard, Cesar Ruiz. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Here's Winston. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Carr now on first down. A dump off for Abdullah. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Now Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Here's Carr. He completes it to Abdullah. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in a shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. Has a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Carr. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
Now Carr. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. He'll give this one to Ingram to start things out. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Ingram again. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a 2nd straight loss. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. What a play. It's a first down as they get 19 yards on the fake punt. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to. Whatever the method there, it worked for him.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief that, hey, we're going to get it done.
A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. A huge loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a second and forever. They'll try to throw now. Winston. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Here's Jacobs. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
One more time with Jacobs. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably...
Touchdown, Raiders! Darren Waller with a touchdown grab from Derek Carr. And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped up at the line of scrimmage. And we'll have a stoppage as well as we have reached the 2-minute warning. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Winston. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. On play action, Winston. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And look at this, another fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. There are times to run that fake, and there are times to not run it, and this, without question, would fall in the latter category.
Well, I don't know about without question, partner. I think we should look at the analytics on this one because, oh, yeah, the analytics say, yeah, without question. You should have gone ahead and punted the football because now, not only did you not get it, and you really had no chance to, what a short field that you turned the ball over to the other offense.
From the 29, Carr. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Following the interception, Winston. A check down here to Jones. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
A first down throw for Winston. Throw left side complete. That's Thomas. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. You sure you're ready for the third quarter? Need to use a bathroom or anything? All right, cool. Let's go. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. And the Saints set to go here to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They go play action. Winston. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Well, there were about 70,000 that were quickly calling for that flag. It comes out there for pass interference.
And what do you think, partner? A little sarcasm in that cheering from this crowd here tonight. What they're hoping now is to build a little momentum off of it and give them a more genuine reason to cheer down the road.
And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. Second down. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now, because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now Winston. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Winston now. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And out of bounds right around the 20. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be 4th down. Now Winston. Winston into the slide, and he's got a first down. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Up the middle, Ingram. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage. And
he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come and have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Once again, it's Jacobs. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Play fake. Winston on the move to his left. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big pickup of 38. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
On 2nd down, Ingram again.
And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, he's been fun to watch in this one. He's made the correct reads all game long and helped stake his team a huge lead. Running, passing, he's made all the right decisions, but that wasn't the right read on that one. It falls incomplete.
Winston.
And it's caught. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now Carr.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw. And that's complete to Adams.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now on 2nd and 13, Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Winston. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And he is going to have a Saints 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
And a 20th carry now for Ingram. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. He's going to lose 17 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 2nd and about a mile here. Out of his end zone, Winston steps away to his left. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Winston. He gets it to Thomas. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
Winston into the slide, and he's got a 1st down. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
So a bold call, but this drive will forge on. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion.
Out to his left.
There's Chris Olave. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Touchdown, New Orleans. Jarvis Landry, 48 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Winston to throw for it. Being chased out left. And he will get into the end zone. Extend the lead by 2 more. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the third quarter, 2nd and 10. Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete here to Waller. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Yeah, the Saints, they're down to 1 remaining here in the second half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Carr now to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Throwing now is Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's Carr. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Darren Waller with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Raiders get a bit closer. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taking it about the 1. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Winston. Rolling to his right. This complete to Jones. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked?
And they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Throwing again on second down. Carr and Waller taking it in over the middle. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw is Carr. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down. A shotgun handoff. This is Abdullah. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout. That will be their third and final stoppage, as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's got it. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds.
Well, he has been the featured receiver on this drive. They've looked his way a number of times. Why not get it to him on 3rd down? And they do. And they're able to keep this drive moving.
Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A pair of teammates at Fresno State connecting there. Derek Carr to Devontae Adams. And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Carr will look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. One of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now.
These guys off the edge are already tough to contain when they're protecting a stationary target. Asking them to hold their blocks when a runner is struggling to find a lane, often an impossible task. Regardless of the outcome on the scoreboard, that will be one of this game's biggest stops.
And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. They'll wind up losing 11 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and very long. Jameis to throw it. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Here comes the Saints punter now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was up. And look at this, another fake. And he's not going to get to the marker. And that's a turnover on downs. I know, without even asking, without even looking in your direction, that you are not a fan of that call.
Oh, I wish you would look, Brandon, because I was actually thinking this would be the perfect time for a fake.
Right. Right.
Yeah, you're right. This doesn't make any sense to me at all. This deep in your own territory. Look, I'm all for being unconventional. That part's cool, and I get it. But this deep, I just don't think it was the right time to make that call.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Carr going to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. Cameron Jordan able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this will remain a 16-point deficit.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Play action now. Winston rolling to his left. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. No hesitation in this situation. Down a couple scores late in the game. This offense is staying out there on fourth. Now Carr, got to have this one. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. The Raiders try it up. Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf. And today, that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes.
Here's the former Auburn kicker, Daniel Carlson, to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll